Hey loves, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kelechi Mgbemena, and in this video we are going to be talking all about creating a successful YouTube channel plan. Now, if you're someone who is currently experiencing decline in your channel growth, maybe you're not creating as consistent as you used to, you don't have as much content ideas, you're not uploading as regular as you used to, or maybe you feel like your channel in general is failing. It is fine, it is okay, because I'm experiencing that right now, and that is why in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to not only create but also implement a successful YouTube channel plan. Now, I'm going to be walking you guys through the step-by-step process, and I do hope you stick around with me. Don't go anywhere, and let's revamp, re-strategize our YouTube channel success. Okay, so guys, we are here, we are ready, we're back, and we're stronger. And I just wanted to create this video because for the last couple of months I've been feeling like I've not been putting out as much content as I used to. I've been feeling like my channel has been growing slowly. I've been feeling like my content hasn't been as appealing as it used to, and that is why I kind of decided to revamp as well as re-strategize my entire YouTube plan. Now, in this video, I'm not only creating this plan for myself, but I'm also creating it for anyone who is currently experiencing a decline in their growth, and maybe you're not feeling as motivated as you used to, but that's fine because most times we experience this. And yeah, I'm here to kind of pull you back on your feet and tell you that it is okay, it is all right. Snap out of it, let's get right into work, and let's start growing our channel. We have about 5-6 months left. It's more than enough to get to where you're going to. And yeah, I'm going to be walking you guys through my own goals, and I'm hoping that you follow me throughout this step-by-step process. I'm going to be leaving all the links down below to any downloadable workbook so that you guys can also play along, work along, create along with me. Okay, so when it comes to YouTube channel growth, I'm kind of obsessed with this. So trying to start from scratch and building my way back up to being consistent, being able to create and deliver valuable and shareable content to and with my community is something that I'm thrilled to get back right into. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys this entire process, because I do know that we're going to be hitting all our goals this year, and I want you guys to feel as motivated, as pumped, as optimistic as I'm feeling right now. I know my problems, and I'm going to be working on that, but the most important part is being able to personally identify your own problems. Just look at your channel performance. Data doesn't lie, so just look into it and write down in the comment section what you think your problem or problems are, or what you think you are doing wrong or you are doing wrong, and let's start working from there. Okay, now what I'm going to do right now is to create a workbook that we can actually start working with. I want you guys to be very practical with this, because this actually does work. Writing out your goals, writing out your objectives, writing out your plans, writing out your ideas are very key when it comes to actually creating a plan. And then that plan leads to success and growth, and ultimately your channel, Okay, so now I'm just going to dive right into creating my plan, my strategy, my, entire package for success. Now, I do have my workbook over here, and I'm going to be walking you guys through the step-by-step process. Now, I really want this to be very practical. That is why I am sitting down, because this is more comfortable for me. I get to actually work. I have a glass of Coke here to give me a little bit of energy, because to be honest with you, this can get really boring sometimes. So I need some energy, motivation. So I have my success book with me, and what I'm going to do is to just start writing off the first page. If you feel like you get more creative outdoor, you can do that, because this does require a lot of deep thinking, a lot of creative thinking at the same time in order to generate ideas. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So what I already did is, last night, I spent a couple of minutes, hours, drafting out my goals for the remaining of this year, what I want to achieve for 2021. And the first page is my goal, my channel goal. I'm going to leave it here so you guys can actually follow along with me. I don't want this to be too tedious or too serious. I just want this to be you expressing yourself the way that you best deem fit. I'm going to write my date and my deadline. Deadline for this is going to be on the 31st of December 2021. So I roughly have about 6 months. But it's okay, it's fine. Okay, so what are my goals when it comes to YouTube, or what are the outcomes you want to achieve? My first goal, obviously, like I said, is 200K. So you can write out all your goals, whatever it is, work with 10 brands. I think I do want to collaborate with at least 3 brands, 3 global brands. I'm being very specific because these are the kind of brands that I do want to attract. That is just it. In terms of strategy, what am I going to do to get this? Now, this is what I like to think. This is what's going to get you from where you are to where you're going to, or to your desires or your goals, basically. So my strategy would be to create valuable and consistent content. My other strategy is to kind of find a gap, see what people aren't doing, and see how I can do that. Maybe it might be introducing a new series to my channel that could potentially lead to me having to collaborate with global brands, or leading to getting more subscribers because it's something new, it's something fresh, and it might be something fun. Upload 3 times a week. Another strategy is to collaborate with creatives. I feel like collaboration is definitely an amazing strategy when it comes to mixing up with people's ideas, mixing up with people's demographic, people's audience, and it's also an amazing opportunity to grow the community as well. What are the steps I'm going to take? I'm going to have an accountability partner. No doubt, I already know that this is going to be my husband. Because he's the one person in this world that drives me the most. I know that this role is going to fit him so well. I want to write out content ideas, engage more with my community. So now I'm done with this. This is the mother of the children we're about to birth, because this entire overall channel goals and strategies is what's going to affect the content I'm creating, what I'm creating, and all that. I have monthly goals, yeah. And the reason why I'm laughing is because this starts from January. So I'm gonna just cross out January, February, March, April, May, June, and we are in July. And you know what? I'm just also going to cross out July, because this is the end of the month. For August, this is my overall monthly goals. These are targets I'm giving myself. It might be realistic, it might seem unrealistic, but trust me, nothing is impossible. So right now, I'm not limiting myself to what I feel or what I think is impossible. I'm just going to write what my heart wants and what I want, and work hard, work my best to get it. I'm gonna say I'm at 130,000 subscribers. For next month, I want to get to 140. For next month, I'm gonna also write my finances for next month. My finance for next month would be, again, write anything you want. This is also part of manifestation. Yeah, I do believe in manifestation, whether it is from a spiritual or from a universal perspective. My financial goal for next month is going to be $10,000, 1,000 comments, right? So you can write brand collaboration, whatever it is. You can put that down here, whatever goal you want to achieve that month. And even if brands don't reach out to you, as long as that is your goal, it motivates you to achieve that. So it might force you, or it might lead you to send emails to brand because you've written it down and it's something you want. So in September, 150,000 subscribers, so about $15,000, right? And I want to have about 1,000 comments. My handwriting is so hideous. I wish you guys could see it. October, November, December, I'm just going to complete this out and yeah, come back. For December, my goal is going to be 200K. By December, I'm expecting, or I want, an increase in my revenue, because December is such an amazing year for YouTubers. Because of Vlogmas, that's another opportunity in case you're planning right now. That's something you can definitely include. For December, my goal for December is to do daily vlogs. I've never done this before, but I think I'm I might be mentally ready. I pray I'm mentally ready. I'm equipment ready because I do have a vlogging camera. So I do want to vlog on a daily basis, and by putting out daily content, it's Vlogmas, CPM is high, RPM is high, it's almost double because advertisers are pouring in and pushing in a lot of money for adverts. Feel free to come back later if you have more goals that you want to include as time changes, because I'm not someone who believes that things are fixed. I do believe that sometimes things changes, circumstances changes, so I might have to adjust this, but definitely is something to start off with. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this calendar aside and move over to my content ideas. This for me, is something that I feel like people don't take advantage of. It is so important to create your monthly content ideas for your YouTube channel. And sometimes we want to film, but we lack ideas, we lack motivation because we don't have ideas. So something that I personally do is to always write my ideas out. And luckily for me, 1st of July, that was exactly what I did. I did that in my workbook. This is where I write out my script. This is my planning a wedding script. Things I wanted to talk about when it comes to planning a wedding, and yeah. So this is like my YouTube book, and I do take it serious. So like I said, I do have my July content ideas over here, and this is what I'm basically just going to pour into this, right? I'm going to be working with this, but also this, right? And in this book, I have 21 ideas. I usually try to write about 20 ideas. Every single week I upload, I used to upload at least 3 contents every single week. That meant every month I'll be putting out at least 12 contents, right? Let's say between 10 and 12 contents. That's a lot, right? So having 20 ideas and you're only putting out 12 content, it means that you have excess ideas, right? So you can easily play around with it. You know, if you like the excess or the extra ideas left out, you can always carry it into the next month. So in the content ideas, I'm just going to write out August. You can print out multiple copies of this page for subsequent months. Okay, this is amazing. I feel accomplished because I just wrote out 20 ideas. This is it. But an idea that I use when it comes to creating my YouTube content, I'm gonna show you guys how I do. I kind of categorize this based on the different niche that I'm in. And so what I basically did was, because I film lifestyle content, I film production content relating to setting up and all of that. I also film beauty content. So I segmented this into 3 sections. These are like my 3 core niche: lifestyle, beauty, and then I want to say tech, but more or less like content, related, business related at the same time, production related at the same time. I segmented them, and what you can do is, based on each niche or each topic or each segment, you can think of ideas relating to beauty. So I can do a chit chat, get ready with me. I can do finding your makeup or finding your foundation shade, foundation routine, glam. It's already summer. I can do a summer routine for dry skin. These are content ideas you can use for that niche. For a niche like productivity, how to put out content more consistently, how to batch create. These are ideas. How a day, what apps I use to be more productive, how I make money and all that. That is typically how I come up with content ideas, because most times I feel like coming up with ideas, if it's when you don't have a direction, it could be so confusing, except you have an inspiration. If you're doing fashion, how to style yourself on a budget, how to look good for a job interview, how to attract money, with the way you dress, you know. I mean, these are ideas that are so unlimited. Same thing you can do for lifestyle and productivity. So that's basically what I do. I try to create subjects and then create subtopics under the subject, so that way it's easier for me to create. And it's also good because now I can have a variety of content. So maybe in a week I can post beauty content, I can post one productivity content, and I can post one lifestyle content, so that I have diversity instead of just posting beauty, lifestyle. You know, I can do beauty, lifestyle, cooking, and then that way it's even better when it comes to analytics, because you can obviously see within a week which kind of content performs the best on your channel with your audience. So these are tips. I'm not just giving you guys tips on how to think of ideas. I'm also giving you on how to analyze those ideas, those topics, see which one works, and how to also accelerate your growth. So when it comes to my monthly planner, I'm going to write August here. So what I'm going to be doing is I would typically post 3 times a week, depending on how motivated I am. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are going to be the days that I'm going to be uploading content and also filming content. Then Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'm going to be editing those content and uploading those content, so that way it is ready before the next day. Okay, so I've done my monthly plan and this is what it looks like, guys. It looks crazy, but yeah. Now, if you guys can see this, I kind of canceled out Saturdays and Sundays over here. So Saturdays and Sundays, these are going to be my personal days for my family and also for myself. In as much as I do have a goal for my career and for finances, it's also important to create time for yourself, in as much as you're also creating time for work. It is so important. So by doing this, you guys can see that there is some sort of like a balance between work and, you know, my personal life. At least I'm trying my best, but I also want to be as productive as possible. And sometimes productivity doesn't mean that you need to work 24 hours a day. It doesn't work that way, because you have burnout, you get depressed, frustrated, you won't be able to rest well, you get stressed, it's unhealthy. So in as much as you want to be productive, you need to know how to be productive and to balance out your productivity at the same time. So now that we're done with that, we are almost done. Okay, so here we have our weekly planner. That's the next page. I hope you're with me here. For the weekly planner, you can write what week it is, the first week, second week, third week. I'm just going to write the first week. What is so important about weekly planning is it kind of makes things easier and more executable, because most times we are overwhelmed with, oh my God, this month. As long as you've written your monthly goal, you can reference back to that. But for this week, I'm only focusing on this week. For today, I'm only focusing on today, okay? So for this week, I'm going to write out my weekly plan. Obviously, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my filming days and uploading. So I'm just gonna write that. And Thursdays are my editing. Now, I do want to point out that you don't have to follow my own plan and strategies word for word, line by line, but you do want to kind of take in some of my advice. For someone who has a 9-to-5 job, you might have to kind of change the schedule for yourself, because the only time you might have available are Saturdays and Sundays, and that's the only time I'm creating for myself as resting days. I'm going to write the videos that I'm going to be filming. So to do that, it's so easy now, because now I have a content idea. And the reason why we are sticking to weekly, because I can easily pick out whatever content I want to film on those specific days. And what I'm going to do is to be as realistic as possible. I'm going to be filming at least 2 contents every single day. I'm going to film between 2 to 3, but let me keep it at 2. So in a week, I filmed 2 weeks worth of content. Alrighty, so I've written out 2 contents each for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that I want to be filming. So when it comes to the editing sides for Tuesdays and Thursdays, these are going to be my editing and uploading days. So I want to make sure that because I'm going to be having content out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I want to make sure that those contents have been edited and uploaded on YouTube at least a day before. So for my Monday content that I'm going to be uploading, it needs to be uploaded on YouTube at least on Sunday. For Wednesday's content, it needs to be uploaded on Tuesday. For Friday's content, it needs to be uploaded on Thursday. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Okay. All right, so we went from creating an overall YouTube goal and plan down to creating a monthly plan, weekly plan, and now we have the daily plan or schedule. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to leave this blank because I'll typically write this a day before I'm filming, right? So what I'm going to do is maybe film another content on how I do this, right? So for this, I'm going to keep this aside, leave this aside. You don't have to use this, to be honest with you. You can write it out on your phone because it's something that I do and it's very productive. Write out the things you need to achieve. So if you're filming maybe a fashion content, it means that you have to pick out the clothes, you have to sort out your hair, sort out your makeup, sort out where you're going to be filming, the setup, the studio, the background. You need to then sort out how you're going to be wearing those clothes and transitioning. These are the plan before you even start filming. So if you want to start filming by, let's say, by 12 p.m. noon, by 12 noon, it means that you have to start planning out your wardrobe at least by 9. By 10, you're making up. By 11, you're creating a background so that by 12, you are ready to start filming. So let's say you film for 3 hours between 12 to 3, then by 4, you rest, take a break, and then maybe you can film another content for 5. This is typically what I do when it comes to creating content, and I'm just sharing with you. And I like to give myself a 1-hour break to maybe change the setup like I just did previously, to move my camera around, to maybe have something to drink or something to eat so I'm not tired and I feel energized, maybe to even plan out the next content, to maybe restyle my hair, because most times when I'm filming multiple content in a day, I might want to restyle my hair, change my wig and change my dress. So I need at least an hour, sometimes even 2 hours to replan, re-strategize, and take a rest and take a break, right? Because talking it's a lot of work, and doing all this is actually a lot of work. So you do need to take breaks at intervals, at least a minimum of 1 to 2 hours break. So yeah, it's good to create a schedule. So that is basically it. It's so good this is going to help you be as productive as possible when it comes to creating content, but overall when it comes to creating a successful YouTube channel and growing a YouTube channel, this is what I'm going to be doing, and I can't wait for you guys to kind of see my progress. I'm going to be doing a progress report as we are going and growing this next couple of months or weeks. And yeah, also feel free to share what yours are at the same time. I love being detailed, hence why this video is long. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but for anyone who truly and really wants to learn, you can literally watch this step by step. If you feel like you know some of these things, you can skip it and move on. But again, thank you guys. I'm going to show you guys my daily schedule next, maybe on Monday, because I'm going to film like a day in my life. And I think I'm going to include that. That's what I actually wrote in my Monday plan for content, like a day in the life of a content creator. So I'm going to include that in my daily schedule, right? What I'm going to do. It's part of content, I mean. So now everything is fixed, and I am now accountable not only to myself, but to you guys as well. Again, I can't wait for you guys to try this out and to get started with growing the YouTube channel. So cheers to a successful YouTube channel now in 2021, and cheers to growing and achieving all your goals and dreams. And I can't wait to see you guys at the end of this year. All right, love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super pumped. I have my YouTube plan over there, my content ideas over there for the week, and I'm so excited because I know that this is going to be the right step to creating content. Now, I'm super excited to see what you guys have created. I'm also super excited to see your result. Now, this is not going to be the end. No, we're not leaving you hanging. I do want to be coming back often, maybe be showing you guys how I schedule my content, how I plan out my content, more detailed using the workbook that I provided, how I strategize, how I optimize, and all of that. I think it's very important to not only show the beginning process, but to also show the actual process of the entire plan, if that makes sense, of the entire plan. So that way, when we finally get to our results, when we get to our destination, when we get to our goal, all of this just makes sense, if that makes sense. All of this hard work, all of this process makes sense. And you guys can not only see the process, but you can see the journey as well. And you can then realize that it does take hard work, consistency, planning, and just, doing it and not stopping for any reason if you can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching up until now. I do appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around with me, and I can't wait to grow and watch you grow at the same time. So if you are new here and you want to see our results before the end of 2021, don't go anywhere. Stick around with me, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, join the family. Again, if you are someone who is interested in starting up a YouTube channel and anything related to content creation, I'm your girl. I got you. Stick around with me, watch this playlist here to get started. And again, thanks for watching. I'm Kelechi Mgbemena, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.